Good evening, and happy January 11th, and welcome back to the Leaf Riders of Wrenwood. Apologies for the late video today. I had to work and quite an early shift for work. I was working at 3 a.m., so I was not up to recording something this morning. But I am now. So let's get right into this. When we left off, we had just gone through the castle to get some tools and like equipment to try and treat the fungus that we found on the Tree of Seasons. So let's go ahead and see what we do with it now that we have it. So we will tear off this page. And now we have Thursday, January 11th, 2024, which is Thorns Day, Deep Winter. All right, and it looks like, okay, so we're actually still in the castle garden. We didn't leave yesterday. We just were let in by the guard. Okay, my mistake. So that's cool. It appears it's like we're taking maybe a potato there? We're taking a vegetable of some kind, and we appear to be looking at it fairly closely. Now, before I read the page, I just already happened to notice that there is a backpack symbol on here in the bottom right on the leaf, so we can roll for treasure. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So let's go to the table here, and we need to roll a d10 and see what we get. Okay, we rolled a 5, so that is the Brawnberry. And I'm not going to mark it here. I'll mark it on our character sheet for Thatch, but I want to read what it is. So a Brawnberry, consumed on use, and adds a d4 to strength on a single roll. All right. So let's come back over here. And we have 1 Brawnberry. All right. Lovely. Okay, now let's go ahead and read the page. You are now in the castle garden. You must gather the necessary plants and ingredients to help Master Laurel create a salve for the Tree of Seasons. Your dedication to the task will help you create a potent and effective remedy. Alright, so we have a few things we need to do. We need to get Shocking Poke Root, which is rolling a d20 and adding our constitution. We need to get Aslary, something like that, to roll which is rolling a d20 and adding our dexterity. And then we need to get Eplona Holly, which is rolling a d20 and adding our intellect. And it reminds us that we can use our investigator for that. So let's start with the Shocking Poke Root and roll our d20 plus Constitution. Before I do, now just looking at the page that discusses kind of the resolution, there's a bit to read at the top that is of note. If you have detailed notes written down from earlier, gain a +2 bonus to all rolls below. Your skills in recording your care for the tree will help you decide what ingredients to use. So let's just verify. I believe we did note that down on here. Yes, we do have detailed notes written down. So because of that, we get to add a +2 to all of our rolls. And I will actually remember to do that today. That is Tack, not Thatch. Alright, we are now on Thatch. So yes, we will add a +2. Now, it says Thatch has an affinity for the natural world and the ability to command and manipulate plants. You may choose to spend 1 spell point to gain an additional d4 to all other rolls below. Okay. So we have 2 spell points, and we haven't used any yet, and we're already on Thursday for the week. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of them. The other options we have are to use a D4 for all defense rolls on a page, or a D4 for all damage rolls on the page. So we're almost certainly going to want to use one of those in a combat that I assume will happen. But let's go ahead and use this one because it has a little wand on it, so it's kind of like spells. And I'm going to mark that we used one spell. I don't know if you're going to be able to really see the marker there. It's pretty... Okay, it's distinguishable. Okay, I can tell that I have used one spell point there. So, on top of getting to add the +2, we also get to gain an additional D4 to all other rolls. Okay. This seems important, you know, the Tree of Seasons. We can't let bad things happen to it. Okay, so now we're on the Shocking Poke Root, which is a D20 plus Constitution. Although this plant is poisonous on contact, it can be beneficial when it is a young sprout, but you must dig through the older plants to find that sprout. So here's our D20 plus Constitution. And we get to add 2 because of our detailed notes, but we have to subtract 2 for our modifier. So we just take the sum of these dice. That is a 10 on the die plus a 3, so we got a 13. You take your time avoiding the poisonous parts and can harvest 1 ingredient. Alright, so I'm going to just use this D6 here to track how many we've got, and then we'll note it down at the end. So we have 1. Alright, the next one is Azlery Nettle. That is rolling a D20 plus Dexterity. This plant is known for having sharp thorns that can prick you easily. You must be careful to avoid them and only take the flowering buds. Okay. So this is D20 plus Dexterity, and we are +4 because of our modifier. So we rolled a 6, which puts us to 10, and a 1 is 11. So our result is between 8 and 14. So we take our time avoiding the thorns, and we harvest 1 ingredient. So we are at 2. All right, and the last one is the Eplona Holly, which is rolling a D20 plus Intellect. This plant has a root commonly used for salves, but only a particular part of the root is of any use, which can be hard to find. It is difficult because all the roots are brittle and easily damaged. Now, since we're an investigator, we do get to add +2 here. For our intellect, we are already +2, and then we get to add a +2 for our detailed notes. So we are adding 6 to what the result of both of these dice are. Wow, so we rolled a 15, we add 6 to 21, and we add 4 to go up to 25. If the result is 15 or more, you get a couple of the roots apart without harming the others. You harvest 2 ingredients. Alright, so that is 4. Now it says to make a note of the total ingredients you harvest on this page, which I will do. I'm just going to use this pen here, but I'm also going to note it in our notes section. Alright, so we've got 4 written down there on here just in case, but hopefully just writing it on our notes section will be fine as well. So we'll come back here to the notes page, and we have 4 ingredients. Lovely. All right. Well, we didn't roll spectacularly today, but we certainly rolled better than we have been, which is nice. We got to use our first spell point. We got some treasure. This was a good day. So now I'm going to assume we're going to head back to the tree, which I thought we were doing today. I didn't realize we hadn't actually gotten what we needed yet yesterday. So I assume we'll head back to the tree and see what we can do about it. Hopefully help it out. I should be back to my normal uploading in the morning tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching, and until tomorrow, have a great day.